Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. I hope you are doing well, you are healthy, and you are blessed. So I'm just gonna do a few life updates, but the main one is that I've been keeping a secret from you guys. I have went back and got a 9-to-5 or W-2 corporate job, and I wanted to explain why. I know on my channel I talk a lot about entrepreneurship, me being a realtor and a notary public / loan signing agent, and I am still all of those things and wear all of those hats on top of being a UGC content creator and a content creator online as well. But I went back and got a 9-to-5 job for several different reasons. And so I went back and got a 9-to-5 job because the main thing is, especially in the content space, Black creators just don't get the push from the algorithms, nor the apps, nor our communities, to be honest, or even friends and family. So I think a lot of times, and I was even one of those people that like, oh, being a content creator is not that hard, and that is far from the truth. It is very difficult. It is time consuming. It is a lot to have to walk in public with the camera, and it is also very expensive. If you're first starting out, you don't have the following, so brands are not just sending you a bunch of PR, so therefore you have to buy the product yourself. So you are having to spend a whole bunch of money. So when you see some of these people having like these Amazon hauls and stuff like that, a lot of times, like 9 times out of 10, they're buying those products. And so in order to make content, you have to buy it and then review it. So when you see, like when I have my Skims try on, like my Good Molecules, that stuff was sent, and you'll always see me say like, thank you to so and so for sending this, if they sent it. But anything else that I'm reviewing, unless I say it's a paid sponsorship or they've sent it to me, or I am working with that brand, that normally comes out of content creators' money. So in order to make money, you have to spend money as an entrepreneur, period. And that is the thing. When I left my corporate job, that was my own doing and my plan, but I didn't have a budget saved in order to allow myself to flourish as a content creator, UGC creator, and as a business owner. So all of the money that I was making, I wasn't able to save and like pour back into my business because it was going back into content. So I wasn't able to save and profit from it because it had to go right back into purchasing things for content or purchasing equipment and things like that. And speaking of equipment, that is another big reason I have gone back, because I want to have a steady income period. The first few years of being a content creator, unless you just blow up and you are just super lucky, for the first few years, you are not going to make a whole lot of money. And I think we see in this society that people are like just trying to get that get rich quick scheme. And when you are building a brand, it just doesn't happen overnight. Even I've seen on social media, especially on TikTok, people go viral. They don't know what to do with it, or it's followed up by not a lot of success. And so you want to make sure that you are in a place to where stability right now, because I do have a family, a steady paycheck right now is definitely something that is needed. And also, you don't know. I've seen it happen so many times to where influencers, like big influencers, have this huge following and they say one wrong thing or something resurfaces from their past and they're canceled, and they lose all of their following, lose partnerships, lose brand deals, and now they've lost a significant amount of income. Being a content creator and a business owner can create a level of anxiety and stress that nobody talks about or told me about, and that is, you never know where your next paycheck is coming from, and it is legitimately all on you. And by the grace of God, he blessed you with opportunities. And so if you don't get any jobs this week or any signings or any clients, you don't have any income for your family. And so having that stability when you have a family and children is very important right now. And also right now, until we have a second child, I do want to turn their room into a content creation studio, so that way I don't have to keep taking down my lights, my tripods. I can just go in there and film whenever I would like, and it's all there, and it's my little studio. My backdrops will be in there, all of that stuff will be set up and ready to go. I do want to kind of turn it into, like, when I get some more luxury pieces, kind of have that just like my own little content creation space that is luxurious. I can film makeup, so I want to start doing a little bit more of makeup and skincare products and stuff like that for you guys, and on TikTok as well. So I want to build my studio. But when you are so pressed on a budget because you are an entrepreneur and you cannot profit and save, it's kind of hard to do because your money is just all tied up. So that is another reason. And also, I want to be able to, I do have a goal for myself. I want a new car. My car, I have a Nissan Sentra. I don't know what it is. I have contacted Nissan. For the Nissan Sentras, there's just a problem with the brakes. Like, I have no problems. Like, I went and got my brakes checked at a mechanic. They don't need to be changed. Like, my brakes are perfectly fine, but they just squeal so bad. My best friend's daughter has the exact same car, and I know 2 other people that have the same exact issue, and Nissan has just said this is a Nissan Sentra problem. There's nothing they can do about it. But it is literally so embarrassing. Like, when I'm going anywhere, everybody is always looking at me in my car because they squeal. Like, you can hear my brakes squeal from miles away. And so that, I don't like it. Nor do I realize I've grown up with mostly SUVs in my life. And my first car was a Honda Civic. Then I got a Ford Escape. And then I was like, the gas. I wasn't really used to the gas jump. So then I went back and I got this Nissan Sentra, and I just don't like it. I have truly found that sedans are not for me unless it's like, it would have to be like a dope sedan, but I am an SUV type of girl. So I'm in the market for a Lexus RX or an NX, an Audi Q5 or Q7, a Toyota 4Runner. I am looking at Jeeps. So put down in the comments below. I know Toyota 4Runners. My mom had it. They got it in '99 and she just sold it like 2 years ago, and it was still running amazingly. And they hold their value. Also Honda Pilots. I'm looking at Kia Telluride as well. And the Toyota Highlander. But I've heard that Jeeps have like this thing called the death roll, and that they're very expensive to fix. And then I heard something about Kias and their like engines not being very great. So, and then Audis, I heard they're very, very expensive, the maintenance. So let me know in the comments below, out of those cars, which one you would choose, or if you have any feedback. If you're a mechanic or you know about cars, put it down in the comments below because your girl needs help. But yes, I want a new car before the summer. So that is a big thing as an entrepreneur. When you don't have any W-2s or pay stubs, it is difficult. So sometimes your rates are higher. You have to put down like a down payment or a deposit. All of those things, when you're an entrepreneur and just starting out, you normally have to wait like 2 years for them to see how much you profit. And in the 2 years, that is your growing period, so you don't make a lot of money. So after the 2 years, like if we wanted to move, like let's say something happened to our house and we wanted to move, we can't just up and move because I don't have a proof of income. Versus when we bought this house in 2020, I was working, so it was no problem for us to buy a house. So that is another big thing that I want to be able to show some stability for a little while to get to the places that we want to go and where we want to grow. So don't let anybody make you feel ashamed if you have to go back to a 9-to-5 for different reasons. Just be open and honest and transparent in that I know that these things are going to further my businesses, be able to allow me to produce better content for you all, be able to have my studio that I've always wanted, to also be able to create a even better life. Like our daughter is so blessed and just endless opportunities. Another update, she has now started soccer and she has started ballet/dance class. So those are 2 huge things. She's just so excited. She's having like the time of her life at her extracurricular activities. So she does that plus an additional one. They're all school programs, and then 2 of them, the dance and the soccer, if she likes them, they have out of school programs that we can further her in if she says she likes them. And right now it is looking like she would like them. So it's just a lot of things going on, a lot of different changes, and I am just very excited for my future to be able to have this. And also this job just kind of fell in my lap as well. I wasn't looking. It came to me, and also it fit what I was looking for. So I am 100% remote. I do not have an office I ever have to go into because there is not an office here. So 1000% remote. The office hours allow me to still be able to be there for my daughter 100%. So she still goes to school at her regular time and she is still picked up at her regular time. If I also need to be there, like let's say she gets sick, I can go and pick her up without a problem, and it's not a problem with me being home. My hours are what I want them to be. They are super understanding. I have 2 female bosses, so they are also family women that have children and families, so they understand being a mom. I think that the biggest blessing in this is I found the job that understands me. Where I was at with my previous employer, they just gave me so much PTSD to the point I was like, I am never going back to a corporate job. And even with this job opportunity, I was so apprehensive. I had to pray about it and just really like soul search because I had so much PTSD from that situation. And I just surrendered and was like, God, all of the good things that can come from this, like I surrender. If it's for me, it's for me. You will allow me to have it. And yeah, and then also I make double what I was making with my previous employer, so that is also a huge plus. Yeah, so I'm making double the money. I'm at home. I don't have crazy bosses. It works for me and my family schedule. They are super understanding. They are super kind. I have not been in a job where I've like micromanaging, like that was always a thing, and like this job does not do that. Like it's just a completely different environment and people, and like grown-up people, if you get what I'm saying and you read between the lines. And yeah, it all just kind of came together for my good, and so I'm excited for this new chapter. That does not mean that y'all won't still be getting content. I am still doing content on the side, or really full-time. I just shoot content before and after work. But yeah, that won't change. You guys will still get content. I will still be on YouTube, still be on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Yeah, y'all will see that if you want to see. I am planning on filming like my get ready with me in the mornings, work from home, all of that good stuff. That doesn't change. And also one thing I'm really excited about is I think all of us, majority of us, have credit card debt or debt of any sort. So the money that I make from social media and my UGC content and my notary stuff, I don't do notary and realtor full time anymore. I do those on the side or for weekends. Because they're just super inconsistent right now. But the content, the money that I do make from social media and from UGC is pouring in. The opportunities that I am getting from brands are pouring in. So that money, I will now be able to put that towards my debt, which is what I'm really excited about, to get a few things paid off to put us in a financially free place. Because for 2023, one of my goals is to be financially free from credit card debt. And yeah, if I need, I've never had to put money down on a car, but because of the types of cars that I'm getting, I don't know, I may have to, but I just want to be able to get all those things that I was not able to get when I was an entrepreneur. And all the seeds that I have planted, I now want them to grow and to water and to be able to see my blessings. And this job, I think, will be able to do that. It has already been a huge blessing to myself and my family. I get my first paycheck next week, so I am very excited about that. Yeah, so just be on the lookout for more content, more things coming. If you have questions, let me know in the comments below. But I was very apprehensive about sharing this with you guys, but I have always said my platform is very transparent, open, and honest, and this is part of my journey. At first I thought like, oh my gosh, did I fail as an entrepreneur? Like, I'm having to go backwards. But sometimes God puts things into play for you to further that. And I don't plan on being in my current job forever. I have goals set in mind. I still want to be a full-time entrepreneur and be a full-time content creator and UGC content creator, but there has to be more consistency. My platforms have to grow, and I have to see the financial consistency that I am looking for before I transition back to full-time content creator. But it is still a goal of mine, and I've wrote down my vision boards, my plans, my goals, and I just have to work at them and towards them. But in the meantime, this is going to help me. I am a firm believer, if you are at a 9-to-5 or corporate job, I don't work 9 to 5, but I'm just saying, if you work a corporate job, let that fund your dreams and work on your dreams until you get to the space that you want to be in. So you guys will still get food reviews and product reviews, and you will see a lot more content coming. So thank you for allowing this to hopefully be a safe space. Know that if you are an entrepreneur or a content creator and you have to go back to work for a little bit, it is not the end. It is not the end all be all. Don't be ashamed. You have to do what is best for you, your family, and your budget and your pockets. So I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon.